Oh boy, the Oscars like a month away. Oh, I did see the movie Emilia Pèrez. What did I think of the movie? I agree with the title says. It is awful. Yo, what's going on, you guys? It is your boy Jones over here, and today I'm gonna react enough. Emilia Pèrez is awful. The worst Oscar Best Picture contenders. I believe that this movie has to be one of the worst movie of all time. But I understand that a lot of people really love this movie, enjoy the movie, but I didn't. I saw this on Netflix. I didn't like single one of the movie. It's just stupid, boring, horrible songs. I didn't enjoy the movie at all. So I'm gonna react of it. So let's take a look. Let go.
Hello, very nice to meet you.
Oh no, I hate that song. All the songs horrible in this movie.
A woman, two men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina. Is it for you?
It's so bad.
Changing the soul, changing society, changing society.
She is good. She is good.
Doctor,
She's a good actress.
If you had seen what he has shown to me.
Horrible.
I want to know it all. What is the protocol, the techniques and the risks? How many operations? How much time do you need?
Mammoplasty,
Yes.
vaginoplasty,
Yes.
rhinoplasty.
I agree, Arnold.
Laryngoplasty,
I will say shut up too.
vaginoplasty,
I say stop it. That's all.
laryngoplasty,
What is that?
Adam's apple reduction.
Yeah, please.
Nerdrotic.com.
Greetings, you over 1 million awakening wonders and the 40% who haven't subscribed yet. A little film came out late last year that flew under the radar until it won a few Golden Globes and then was nominated for 13 Oscars. According to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and
I don't believe
Sciences, based on those Oscar nominations,
She's sucking
this
that
film is better
movie.
than Ben-Hur, It's a Wonderful Life, Apocalypse Now, The Godfather Part 1 and 2,
My favorite.
Citizen Kane, Casablanca, Lawrence of Arabia, Star Wars, Raiders of the Lost Ark,
My favorite.
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. And again, based on those Oscar nominations, it's tied with the #1 grossing film of all time while adjusting for inflation, Gone with the Wind.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
And this magnum opus of pure cinema is Emilia Pèrez, and everyone hates it. The alphabet community hates it. The Mexicans hate it. The leftists think the message isn't progressive enough, and everyone else is laughing their asses off at it. And its worldwide gross, depending on who you go to, is either just over $4 million or $11 million. And it currently has a 22% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
To be fair, it's sitting
Really?
at a certified fresh 74% from the corporate access media critics. But nobody's taken them seriously for years or counts them as people. But if you add that to the 71 score on Metacritic and the very middling 6 out of 10 on IMDb, it doesn't exactly scream 13 Oscar nominations. So against my better judgment, I thought I'd test my sanity and sobriety and check it out. I mean, how bad could it be? Now all I need is an editor. Strange. Barry's not answering, and he said he'd be home all day. Good thing I've got another. Hey, Garrett, it's your lucky day. Let's check out the Oscar darling, Emilia Pèrez.
Emilia Pèrez. Emilia Pèrez. Emilia Pèrez. Emilia
I immediately regret this decision.
Imagine my shock that this viral clip that came out late last year that is still going to this very day was attached to a film that's won awards, including but not limited to the Cannes Film Festival Jury Prize, the Cannes Film Festival Best Actress Award, believe me, we'll get to that, the European Film Award for Best Film, and the Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture. And here I go thinking it was just another bad streaming movie from Netflix. And after watching it, it turned out to be just another bad streaming film from Netflix. A boring, soulless, and contrived intersectional fever dream that's a cross between a bad attempt at a John Waters film, Mrs. Doubtfire,
Yes.
a theater kid's performative art adaptation of Sicario, and a corporate DEI seminar. But on top of all that, it's a musical right down there with the worst parts of Joker 2. A film
Yes,
that, is
that movie was suck.
Gender bending, it's genre bending, and in the end, the only thing it'll end up doing is breaking your will to live. Instead of giving a plot synopsis, I'll just give you the whole damn plot, considering that Emilia Pèrez is not applicable at the domestic box office and hasn't even made the budget of Godzilla -1 worldwide.
I'm not a fan of Godzilla, so.
Monte is a ruthless cartel boss responsible for the deaths of hundreds, maybe thousands of men, women, and children across Mexico. He hires Rita Mora Castro, an underappreciated female lawyer who's much smarter than her male boss, who starts the film by getting her guilty client off for murder for killing his wife to help him transition into a woman fulfilling his long-held desire. After Rita takes a consultation in Bangkok, which in this film should be called Lost Cock, which is the scene that blew up on the internet, and yes, because we have to go through this together, I'm going to subject you to it one more time.
No! God!
Oh,
I see.
song.
To woman, a woman to men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
No! God, please, no!
I want to know it all. What is the protocol? The techniques and the risks. How many operations? How much time do you need?
Mammoplasty.
Yes.
No!
Vaginoplasty.
Yes.
No!
Rhinoplasty.
Yes.
Laryngoplasty.
Yes.
Control laryngoplasty.
What is that?
Adam's apple reduction.
Yes, yes, yes.
No!
Here's the good news. You don't have to watch the rest of the movie because, believe me, it gets worse.
I agree. It gets
After
worse.
finding a doctor in Israel, Juan Manitas del I'm losing my full Monte goes through the gender-affirming surgery, fakes his death, and sends his wife, played by Selena Gomez,
Fiancé.
and his kids to Switzerland. Zoe Saldana's Rita gets a big payday, and then there's a 4-year time jump, where Juan Manitas del I lost my full Monte is now Emilia Pèrez, who has decided that she can't live without her children. Emilia Pèrez is now going to pose as the kid's aunt, and this is where we get to the Mrs. Doubtfire portion.
Yes,
of this nightmare.
yes.
Pèrez only agrees so she could hook back up with
Yes.
Sancho. For our international
Just like
audience,
Mrs.
Sancho
Doubtfire.
is a term in the Spanish-speaking world for the dude hooking up with your girl when you're at work or in prison. And for some magically contrived reason, Selena Gomez doesn't recognize her husband.
She
at
was
all.
horrible,
Emilia Pèrez
horrible
and
in this
Zoe
movie.
Saldana returned to Mexico to start an NGO, a non-profit organization that helps connect the dead bodies of the people killed by the cartel with their families. This is done by paying the locked up members of the cartel who killed them to tell them where the bodies are. This is where Emilia Pèrez gets into a relationship with a woman. Emilia Pèrez settles into her new life with Rita, Selena Gomez, her kids, and her girlfriend. Things are going great until Emilia Pèrez finds out that Selena Gomez is going to marry Sancho. Emilia Pèrez, who is now a lesbian, I guess, really embraces the role
Yeah,
and assaults
yeah.
Selena Gomez, who flees with the kids to Sancho. After failing to run Sancho out of town, Emilia Pèrez ends up getting kidnapped by Selena Gomez and Sancho. Zoe Saldana then gathers a raiding party who performs the loading of the weapons dance. Everything goes sideways, and then, unfortunately, yet predictably, Selena Gomez, Sancho, and yes, Emilia Pèrez die in a car crash.
How about that?
I didn't like that movie either. My mother
Watch
loved
this
that
movie,
movie.
You're gonna
I
wish
didn't
you were
like
in
the
that
movie.
car with him. And the film ends with Emilia Pèrez being deified like Jesus Christ. I wish I was kidding. Thematically, Emilia Pèrez is all over the place, keeping in mind that this is a French film.
Completely incomprehensible.
What the hell were they trying to say? Your guess is as good as mine. Was this a story of personal transformation? Sure, through surgery. Was it a critique of the narco culture and the overall corruption in Mexican society from a French perspective? Well, it was hard to tell through all the bad musical numbers. And there's some other gobbledygook about living as your true, authentic self, but as with most of these films, it comes off as stereotyping. I think they were trying to tell a tale of redemption in there somewhere, but that's really hard to believe considering this film's grasp on morality.
Yeah.
Cuando me besó las manos y sentí sus lágrimas. Por primera vez me amé a mí misma.
Isn't that nice? Emilia Pèrez loves herself after connecting a mother to the dead body of her child that he probably had something to do with. On the bright side, we have a new film genre from The Guardian, trans gangster.
Looks like a mess, but not
Johnson. Then there's the musical numbers.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Oh boy. Well, that's right.
Doctor, you better
Doctor.
trust my Mr. Mystery.
Horrible songs. Horrible.
As far as the performances are concerned, Zoe Saldana is probably the best thing in it, and she does what she can with what she is given. She ends up coming off as a bit of an idiot, although we are told through a song that she is intelligence incarnate. Selena Gomez, who is capable of singing, decides not to in this movie, but she does a lot of crying, but it's nowhere near as good as this performance.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You know, I think that was actually an apology to Mexico for Emilia Pèrez. This brings us to Carla Sofia Gascon, who plays a dude for the first third of the film and is up for Best Actress. Oh man, I'm rooting for you. But you know who probably isn't? The woman whose spot you took, but what the hell do I know? Maybe Shakespeare had a point. In the end, Emilia Pèrez is going to go down as the worst Best Picture nominee and quite possibly Best Picture in the Oscars history. It's boring. It's woke, it's cringe, it's simplistic, but it's just pretentious enough to give an aura of sophistication to convince a bunch of dumb rich people to give it awards. Everyone
Exactly.
just hates it, including
Exactly.
the alphabet community.
Exactly.
I'm glad Emilia Pèrez is not good trans representation. And the uber progressive left. Emilia Pèrez is a regressive movie that thinks it's woke. Oh, it's woke. It's just shit like the rest of them. It will probably win an Oscar or quite a few.
No, it won't.
About pissing
It
off the
definitely
entire
will
country
not
of
win
Mexico.
for Best
Why
Picture.
Mexicans find Emilia Pèrez disrespectful. Why is Emilia Pèrez hated in Mexico but Oscar nominated in the U.S.? And it looks like it has a lot to do with a very stereotypical view of Mexican society and Selena Gomez's fake accent. And if you go over
Yes.
to Rotten Tomatoes, there's a lot of half-star and one-star reviews in Espanol, and they don't look very
Wow.
nice. And there's article after article.
I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people hate this
loved by
movie.
Hollywood and hated by everyone else. Emilia Pèrez is winning awards. Why is it causing controversy too? Emilia Pèrez is as bad as audience say, and its nominations raise questions. It definitely raises one. How can a movie that, again, is just a bad attempt at a John Waters film get 13 Oscar nominations? And the answer is simple. Sure, Netflix was pushing this hard, and I wouldn't besmirch the sanctity of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences by suggesting there was some payola going on. My guess is it was political, considering the Oscar nomination voting ended in January. It was their chance to stick it to the man. We'll lose more money than you can possibly imagine by hastening the demise of our declining award show. Despite Emilia Pèrez making me think I was a bit too harsh on Madam Web because it's one of the worst movies I've seen in years, and the music made me want to stick pencils in my ear, and I did not intend for that to rhyme. For my part, I'm with you, Hollywood. I hope it sweeps.
What the fuck is a movie? Okay, what the fuck is a movie? You know what? Something that plays in theaters for a token release for 4 fucking weeks, all right? And by the second week, you can watch it on television. I didn't get into all this for diminishing returns. I mean, it was bad enough in 97. Not in 97. It was bad enough in 2019, and that was the last fucking year of movies. All right, and that was a shit deal as far as I was concerned. The fact that it's gotten drastically worse.
Nerdrotic.com.
To tell you the truth, I have no problem with movies because I love to watch movies all my life. And every time that the movie's nominated for Oscar for this year or the next year or the following year, whatever on the list, that movie will be nominated in Oscars. I love to watch Oscars. I really do. But there's certain movies that people agree or disagree, saying that some of the movie don't deserve to be nominated if the movie wasn't that good. Because this movie, I didn't enjoy this movie so much. My sister, my brother-in-law, my mother liked this movie, and I'm the only one didn't. I watched the whole movie, I understand, and I was like, what the is this movie? What the is this movie? That's why that this movie will not win for Best Picture. I guarantee this movie will not win for Best Picture. I didn't know I'm not the only one that there's a lot of people really hate this movie. And I agree, this movie's not that best. It's not fantastic. It was just some stupid, worse songs, and it's complete garbage. Selena Gomez was not that great in this movie, but the girl, she deserved to win for supporting actress. That's why Disney do like stupid movies, and that's why Netflix doing stupid movies, stupid documentaries, or any type of stupid film for people to watch. They pay a lot of money to put any movie to nominate it for Academy Award to win for the Oscars, you know. I really hate this movie. I really do. I hated it. That's all I want to say, and that's all my reaction for today. So, like, subscribe. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. God bless you. I love you. Peace.